Hello everyone, welcome back to Godforge Alpha Wave 2. Continuing on to the road to 150. It is starting to get difficult. As we'll see, I fail quite a bit on some of these floors. But that's just the name of the game. You gotta try it, fail, improve, try it again, fail, get better, repeatedly until you get it right and you know how to do it. Hopefully on Wave 3 I'm able to do this a lot faster than it took me in Wave 2. Wave 2 is also the first time I even got to 150, so that plays a small role in it, but it is what it is. I'm going to try my best on Wave 3, which is the competition wave. So hopefully my name will be on the leaderboards in Wave 3. It wasn't really in Wave 2, definitely wasn't in Wave 1. I'm a slow learner, and I try not to look at other people's help until I get it down myself and I know myself, and then look towards a little bit more help to speed things up. But it is what it is. See it when there's something to talk about. This boss, as we'll see, was insanely difficult for me. I failed it, and then I stopped recording. And unfortunately, I'm dumb, and I forgot to start recording the run in which I beat it, and then I forgot to record a few more floors after that. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see my victory over this boss, but these few runs that I do show you will show you it's difficult because I can't beat it even with not Vlad. I keep wanting to think of Raid's Vlad. But Dracula, even with Dracula, his bleeds and his resurrections, and it's just difficult. The boss deals so much damage in such a short amount of time. It's insane. But it could also be a gearing issue on my side. I don't really have anyone built tanky, so that's a problem. And Heimdall is built to do damage, not just for his shields. If I was building him just for his shields, I would have his defense pumped at the absolute maximum, but I don't. I have him in crit percentage. And Quetzalcoatl is in HP percent for healing, but it's not that tanky. And Quetz's healing isn't, I don't want to say it's not that good, because it is quite good, but it's not any kind of burst healing that you can punch out really quickly. It's slowly over time. His basic attack heals. And it doesn't help if that happens where he gets absolutely one shot. So, you see what I mean by there's a lot of damage coming out on this boss. It's crazy. Dracula's somehow surviving it, just a little bit, but not enough to be able to win, unfortunately. Anyway, speed this up significantly to cut through all the failures. I think with my victory run, I ended up taking out the dragon using Quetzalcoatl, Hell for the waves, Is, Heimdall, and Dracula. And I think at the very end, it was just Dracula left alive, bleeding the boss, and he just barely beat it. I think. I could be wrong. But yeah. Crazy boss. This next coming up boss, I don't want to say the boss itself is difficult, but just because it's Heimdall, they're more tanky. But there is one specific hero that is so difficult to kill. You just see that one last enemy hero alive for the longest time. And I finally decided to stop attacking that hero and to attack the boss, Heimdall, and kill him. And then target her down because his shields with her survivability, it just wasn't working. I think it's a her. Hopefully it's a her. But yeah, it's just so tanky. So difficult to kill. But it's not like we're in any danger because Quetzalcoatl's keeping us all healed up. It's just, yeah. I think Dracula finally managed to kill it via the bleeds because we just weren't doing enough damage. Yeah, that one was kind of weird, kind of crazy. What I came to learn later on is that the bosses themselves aren't necessarily that difficult. It's the actual waves that turn out to be far more difficult than the bosses. I was dreading waves more than I was dreading bosses there towards the end, because their stats are just so jacked up high that they're really hard to kill and they deal a lot of damage. And just those specific heroes that have such jacked up stats are just insanely difficult to deal with. Like we got Isis, or Isis, how you say her name. I say Isis. It's probably Isis, I don't know. But she is just insanely difficult to kill when she has high defense, high HP, high awakening levels, because they eventually put them up to awakening 5, I think. And I believe at awakening 5 is pretty much puts a mend out every single turn across the entire team, which is insane. She can very quickly, very easily stack up 6, 7, 8 mends, which is a full heal every single turn. So you have to kill her before that happens. It's crazy. But that's going to close out this video. I'd like to thank you all for coming and watching and listening to the little bits I have to say. Unfortunately, I'm not very entertaining right now. I'm still learning. Hope you all bear with me and have a fantastic day.